All right, my loves. Second time today because I didn't read last night because it was late. And I wrote yesterday. I wrote um, the letter and I read it earlier today. And so I wrote today for day 5. This is day 5. I might have called it day 4. Oh well. Oh well. This is confusing enough. With twice in a day, but it doesn't matter. So the letter from yesterday was pretty cool, pretty potent, pretty important. And this one from today um, is also has some magic in it. And I'm going to read it and then talk about it after. Dear God, what would you have me know today? Good morning, sweetest. Did you feel the joy and the pull when you looked at your writing pad this morning? This is you building your relationship to me. I am here always. What you are doing by writing to me every day is open your heart to the consistent knowing that we are in this together. You remind yourself every day that you prioritize your connection to me. And so your connection to me gets prioritized by the forces of the universe. Where attention goes, energy flows, I have heard you say. When your energy says, I am a person who walks with God, then the whole universe arranges itself to mirror this back to you. By doing this, you're bringing the most powerful, most magical force of the universe behind you. This is how I can support you best. Ask me about everything and anything, and then trust that I will be bringing the answers to you in all possible forms. I love you, God. Yeah, and what this is speaking to for me is that God and the universe, life force, higher intelligence, however you want to call it, is present at all times. It's here. Everything. It's everything. Um, but I have to open up to it, and it's not that I open up to it now because I decide, and then I want something to come through. This is an energetic signature conversation. Like my energetic signature has to have that as information, as standard information. And so by practicing something, anything, I tell the universe that this is part of my energetic signature and that I want to embody that in my standard way of being. And what I have also understood now is that it is my responsibility to build trust where God can actually touch me and then take me wherever I'm supposed to go. But that part, that being in trust, being the surface that God can actually take, that is my job, to make sure that I am in trust and faith. And there are many ways to practice that, to get closer to a point of really breaking through and really landing in full trust and full faith. So there are practices. And even after I have had my awakening moment where now, like, after a moment like this, like, I'm just changed on a physical level. Like, I'm changed on a cellular level. My mind, my brain has been altered. But still, oh, and through this, like, I have landed in full faith and absolute trust. It's not a human trust anymore. I've like crossed the threshold into the absolute knowing that I'm okay. Guess what, guys? I'm okay. We're all okay. But before, this was a conceptual knowing. And now it's a knowing. A very calm, very peaceful knowing. And still, it's like it's something that will not be taken away from me again anymore. Like it's like riding a bike, I guess. It's a funny way to put it, but I guess. Um, it's like you cannot unsee, like something that the mind has once seen. I mean, I guess with like dissociation and actual trauma coping mechanisms, you can unsee, but you know what I mean. Um, and that is on a bodily knowing level, though, this knowing that I have now. And it cannot be taken away anymore. So I will never. Mm, oh, I wanted to say I will never leave the place of full faith and full trust anymore. Um, but there are enough stories where actually even the greatest believers are tested by the universe in their faith, and to certain degrees, I will definitely forget and then be asked to remember and choose trust and come back to trust, find my way back to trust. So I think that can still be part of my journey, but in a daily, day to day situation now and feeling, I am safe. I am in the hands of God. I am like, it's unwavering, unshakable, this knowing. And still, I have to practice this relationship. I have to prioritize this relationship because otherwise, it's just not going to be infused by so much energy on a day to day basis. Same with like I do CrossFit. I started CrossFit 13 years ago. And even though a certain level of fitness never leaves my body, um, when there are times where I don't practice it regularly, then my performance level is lower. And that's the same with my connection to God and with my trust and my faith and just this channel and hearing God and anything and everything that we cherish. If we don't practice the thing, if we don't prioritize it, if we don't infuse it with energy and care and attention on a daily basis, multiple times daily, or at least regularly, whatever it is, then it'll shrink. And I don't want it to shrink because the more God, the more better in life is. Mm. Um, so yeah, that part that God is there always, but it has to be me who chooses to practice the connection. And I open myself up continuously to the connection. That's my job. And when I do that, I'm opening all the channels and all the fields, and then God can touch me and take me wherever I'm supposed to go. Um, yeah, yeah. I like this one sentence. Um, you remind yourself every day that you prioritize your connection to me. And so your connection to me gets prioritized by the forces of the universe. Law of attention, law of what would be the law of attention? No, but I mean law of attraction, right? And it goes even a little beyond that because it's like my efforts are mirrored by the efforts of the universe. So it's in its origin, like it's mirrored in its effort. Because the law of attraction looks at the effect, like one effect is being mirrored by the effect on the other side. Like I am in this energy and then I get that energy back. But me prioritizing something is an effort, that's a cause. And then the effort, the cause gets mirrored on the other side. And the universe conjures up things and will then match my my being, my being a result of my efforts and the energy that I put in. All right, my loves. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you tomorrow.